interesting. And what about the name Sinapis? Where did it come from?
Sinapis is the Latin name for the mustard seed, so it's a scientific name. And for people that are Christian, probably most people recognize that as being from a parable in the Bible, from Matthew, and actually it's in 3 of the different gospel books. So it talks about how the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed, which, though very small, can grow to be one of the largest plants in the garden, under which birds of the air can find rest. And I think it's such an amazing analogy for what you can do with an entrepreneur who may have an idea, which maybe at the time is very small, but which can grow to be a company if they are, I would say, sort of God-seeking individuals, if it can grow to be a company under which their community can find rest. Our mission is to provide basically 4 things. One is advanced business training. So this is business training that is at the level of an advanced MBA in the US, but it is customized for entrepreneurs at the startup stage. Second is mentorship. So we like to provide mentorship both in the form of an industry leader who can help an entrepreneur navigate the ropes, and second is someone who can be more of their analytical and strategic support on a day-to-day basis. The third thing that we provide is biblical business training. So we call it our Kingdom Business Training module. It's all about how do you integrate your faith in your business. Most people think those 2 things are very separate, and they never think about whether, their faith has anything to do with their business. And so Sunday is Sunday, and Monday to Friday is totally different, right? And what we're trying to do is say, actually, God does care about business, and not only that, but He wants to be in this with you. He wants to be a partner in your business. And there are ways that you can do that and honor God through your business. And so part of our training is on that. And then the 4th thing we try to provide is access to financing for entrepreneurs that we feel are really quite talented and have what it takes to succeed, but just need that financing to get them going. Yeah, what I care most about for Sinapis, more than how much money we've raised or how many employees we have or how many entrepreneurs have gone through our program, what I care more about is, are the entrepreneurs that are going through our program in 15 years, are they kingdom business leaders in their communities? Are they people who are writing about and talking about their kingdom entrepreneurship journey? Are they inspiring others to do the same? And if they're doing that, then I'm happy. We've succeeded. If they're not doing that, then we failed. So I'm more concerned about that than anything else. So I do not love the traffic, but I don't think anyone does. What I love about Kenya is the endless opportunity. So I think in some other more developed countries, there's this there's lots of opportunity, but so many of them have already been tried so many times that to do something really incredible, you actually have to go so far beyond what anyone else has done, Yeah. But here in Kenya, it's like Kenya's at this amazing stage where if you have an idea, it's maybe even been done somewhere else around the world, and you can replicate it here, you can actually be really successful. And so there's kind of like all this open area. It's like being on a frontier, right? There's all this open area for growth, and so it's just a matter of seizing it, And I think that see the opportunity, and you can actually see that you can grab it, that it's achievable. And I think that's what kind of drew me to Kenya to begin with. Well, from the youth that I've dealt with, I would say I think what's amazing about Kenyan youth is their optimism. I mean, there's just such a kind of every youth that I deal with, and I'm being a little bit sort of open about my definition of youth, sort of even up to maybe 30 or 35, is that when I get an entrepreneur, they always tell me, don't worry, Courtney, within a year, I'm going to be making millions, even billions of shillings. We're going to be so successful. Why do you doubt us? And that kind of optimism is amazing. But I think so. I would say keep doing that and keep being creative and keep pushing for change in Kenya, because I really feel like the youth as a generation is going to completely transform Kenya. At the same time, that can be your downfall. So this is my advice to youth: is that sometimes all hope and optimism and no action and no commitment to excellence means that it's just always talk. And I see that a lot as well. So I see where I'm having to push entrepreneurs to be accountable for their dreams. That they're going and that they actually have to break it down into actionable steps and then hold themselves accountable to it. And sometimes that's the step that I think people miss. They just assume that it's going to happen. But it does actually, God does require us to toil with our hands, right? And He requires us to actually be sort of accountable to each other. And that's part of the journey. And so being a little more practical and a little more realistic and starting with small steps and breaking it down and meeting those steps and then moving on to the next ones is how people will actually now achieve the transformation they're hoping to see. So I would just say that's really what I hope that the youth will start to move towards. Get out of your room and behind your computer. Get out and go talk to your customers. That's the first step. Is really starting to understand who you think your customer is, because almost certainly that person is not actually your customer. So most people assume who their customer is, and then when they go out and talk to that group, they realize those people don't actually need their product or service as much as they thought they did. So really getting out there and understanding the customer need is the first step to getting a business launched. And there's a lot of really successful entrepreneurs that say, when I'm starting a new venture, the first thing I do is I take a lot of people to lunch. I just get out there and I talk to customers and I really try to understand who they are and what their needs are. And then they go out and they talk to industry experts, people that have been in the industry for a while, and really try to understand what the movement of the industry is. If you can do that, I can almost guarantee them that their product or service will change and their strategy will change. Most people do the opposite. They try to build a product and then they try to see if people will buy it, and then they spend a lot of time and energy and cash flow, etc., and they haven't actually seen what their customers need first. When you are considering starting a business, when you're considering starting any sort of new venture, work at it as if working for the Lord and not for men. Make God your audience of one, and I guarantee you that if you align yourself to Him and to your customers and to your investors, God will make your business thrive beyond your wildest dreams. But you're going to have to work really hard, and you're going to have to work with the excellence that God deserves. And I wish you all the best of luck.